Hello, today we will be performing the Mini-BEST test. This test is a shorter version of the Balance Evaluation Systems test. The aim of this test is to evaluate various balance control systems and identify impairments within. This will allow physical therapists to determine detailed treatment methods in order to improve the deficits. This test is split into 4 systems with tests within each one. The systems include anticipatory postural adjustments, reactive postural control, sensory orientation, and dynamic gait. This test may be given over other tests in order to determine a person's anticipatory or reactive postural control, since these have a huge impact on balance and gait. This test also includes more segments involving sensory orientation and dynamic gait sections, allowing thorough testing of balance deficits compared to other tests. This test has 14 items that are scored on a 3-level ordinal scale. The test has a total of 28 points, with a higher score predicting a normal outcome. Scores for this test are determined depending on the pathology the patient has, such as Parkinson's disease, stroke, or vestibular disorders. 2 of the items in the test have right and left assessments in which the lower score is used within the total score. For research, many studies specify use of both left and right data based on 32 points versus 28 points. Therefore, the cutoff scores for those who participate is based out of 32 points. The preferred fall risk score for people with Parkinson's disease is 63%, which is a 20 out of 32 points. This allows adequate capability to recognize fallers. A cutoff score of 16 out of 32 points demonstrates adequate ability to predict 6-month potential fallers. SRA Lab also says that the Mini-BEST test is superior to gait measures to detect fall risk in Parkinson's disease patients. A score of 19 or less identifies recurrent fallers, and scores of 21 or less differentiates those with and without postural deficits. The MDC for this test is 17.1% or 5.52 points. Now let's get started.
Hello Brittany, I'm Megan. I'm going to be your physical therapist today. So today we are going to be performing the Mini-BEST test, which is a test that kind of just assesses your balance and your gait, postural stability, stuff like that. So I put the gait belt on the patient for safety purposes. But the first part of the test is a sit to stand. You would kind of come to the edge of the chair a little bit so the back of your legs is not touching the chair. You can use your arms if necessary, but try not to if you can. You're going to cross your arms over your chest, and you're going to stand up as easily as you can, whenever you're ready. And then you just sit back down. Perfect. Okay, so for the next test, we're going to rise up on your toes. So I just want you to look straight ahead, put your hands on your hips, and rise as high as you can, and I'm going to count out loud to 3 seconds, but I'm right here in case you need me. Whenever you're ready. 1, 2, 3. Okay, perfect. Okay, the next test we're going to do is standing on one leg. So what you're going to do is raise one leg behind you. Make sure not to rest it on the standing leg. You're going to look straight ahead. Put your hands on your hips, and we're going to see how long you can hold it. We're going to be here for support, but I'm just going to time you. Let's see how long you can hold it. Whenever you're ready. Okay, she held it for 30 seconds. So now we're going to switch the other leg. Okay, she held this for 30 seconds as well.
Awesome.
So for the next test is a forward stepping strategy. So what you're going to do is have your feet shoulder width apart. You're going to have your arms by your sides. I'm going to place my hands on your shoulders. You're just going to lean into my hands, and I'm going to let go. And what I want you to do is take a step or do whatever is necessary to avoid falling. Okay? Lean forward. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to do it backwards. So if you will face that way, feet shoulder width apart, arms by your side. I'm going to place my hands on your back, and you're just going to lean back and recover as needed. Perfect. Okay, and then now we're going to do it to the side, so if you'll face this way. So we're going to lean to the right and go to place my hand on your hip. I'm just going to lean to the right and recover. Okay. Same thing for the left. Lean to the left. And recover. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so for the next test, we're just going to stand here as still as possible with your feet together, your eyes open. You're just going to look straight ahead with your hands on your hips. I'm going to be here if you need me, but we're just going to stand here as still as possible and see how long you can hold it. Okay, and I'm just going to time you. Okay, the patient held this for 30 seconds. Okay, so for this next test, we're actually going to be standing on the phone this time, and we're going to have your eyes closed with your hands on your hips and your feet together. So whenever you're ready, you can step up on the phone. We're going to see how long you can do this, and if you feel like you're too unsteady or going to fall, you can open your eyes, but I'll be here in case that happens, okay? So I'll start the timer whenever you close your eyes. Okay, the patient did this for 30 seconds. Okay, so for this next test, we're going to be standing on this incline with your feet shoulder width apart and your eyes closed. And your arms will be by your side, so you can step up on it. Okay, so we're also going to do this, see how long you can hold it. I'll start the timer when you close your eyes. Okay, the patient did this for 30 seconds. Okay, so for this next test, we're going to assess how you change your gait speed. So what you're going to do is you're going to walk normally for a few steps, and then when I say walk fast, you're going to walk fast for a few steps, and then when I say walk slow, you're going to walk as slow as possible for a few steps. Okay, but I'll let you know when to change, okay? Whenever you're ready, you can start walking normally. Fast. Slow. Perfect. Okay, so for this next test, we're going to be walking again, but this time we're actually going to be turning our head to the left and the right. So after a few steps, you'll turn your head to the right, and then a few more steps, you'll turn your head to the left, but I'll let you know when to turn, okay? Okay. And just walk at your normal speed. Okay. Whenever you're ready. To the right. Left. Right. Left. Stop. Okay, so for this next test, we're going to be walking again, but this time we're going to take a few steps, and then we're going to turn and look in the opposite direction and just stop. But I'll tell you when to do that. And when you turn and stop, try and keep your feet close together. Whenever you're ready, just begin walking at your normal speed. Turn and stop. Perfect. Okay, so for this next test, we're going to walk again, but this time we're actually going to step over the obstacle. Don't step on it or around it, just step over it and continue walking at your normal speed. Okay, whenever you're ready. Walk normally. Okay, so for this next test, it's called the timed up and go. So what you're going to do is stand up, walk around 10 feet to the hand sanitizer, turn around, walk back, and sit back down. We're going to see how long it takes you to do that, and I'll stop the timer when you sit down. Okay, you can also use your hands if you need to, stand up from the chair, but you can kind of slide a little bit to the edge if you need to, and then whenever you're ready, you can begin. For this next test, it's going to be the same as you just did with the timed up and go, except this time you're going to be dual tasking, so I would like you to count backwards from 99 by threes. Okay. ready?
Yep.
So while you're walking, you're going to subtract 3 from 99 and 96. Okay. Whenever you're ready.
99, 96, 93, 90, 80, 80.